Mets for game number 3 of the 3-game series, and this is the season finale, guys. For the Phillies going to gain 63 and 50 on the season, and the Mets going to gain 74 and 40 on the season. And pitching for today's game will be Zach Wheeler going against Chris Madison. And yeah, let's see if the Phillies get this win. They lost just in a 1-0 shutout. And the Phillies lineup today is Bryson Stott, Reese Carson, Adam J.T. Mill, Nick Castillo, Darren Hall gets another start again, Gene Segura, Brandon March, and Van Buren. And we also heard breaking news. Bartolo will start his batting practice tomorrow in Philadelphia, so that's a good sign. He might come back. So I don't know what they're going to do with Darren Hall if he comes back in December. So that's a whole other question right there, right? Everybody start coming back to the base, 0 outside of the first, 0. This last got a pitch to the reverse, and the reverse. And catch it, that's straight. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. And this last got a pitch to the reverse, and the reverse. Swing, and the wrist, that's strike 1, that's a 1-1.
Oh, I'm doing your thing? Mm-hmm. Let me know when you're ready for me to take a picture for you with that. But you gotta make your hair look nice every time we take the picture. Okay? So that's really yellow. Okay. Here's what the picture is. Call that the first. And Bryson Stott is out. That's 1 out already. This is starting on this. And this is the Phillies. We have Reese Carson coming into that of the Phillies. Okay, there's a base 1 out, top of the first. Here we go. And this just got a pitch going to be Reese right before you swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1. And this just got a pitch going to be Reese right before. You swing at that one. That's another foul ball. That's on 1 too. And we want the red jersey top someday. Said I was going to see how their home was good in one of those. And we can see that today. And Chris Madison got that pitch coming for you. Reese right before you swing at that one. That's another foul ball. That's still on 1 too. You guys know the questions. And Chris Madison got another pitch coming for you. Reese get ready for it. Ready to take down. That's a ball. That's a 1. That's a 1-2. And Chris Madison got another pitch coming for you. Ready for it. Catch it up. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. What's up, Jay? 18615. This was another pitch coming for you. Ready for you. Swing at that one. And that's another foul ball. That's a 2-2. And Chris Madison got another pitch coming for you. Ready for you. Swing at that one. That's another foul ball. It's still 2-2. And Chris Madison got another pitch coming for you. Another foul ball. It's still 2-2. You just found the baseball ball. That's what we doing, right? Swing and a miss. That's strike three. And Reese Hoskins is out. And the next development phase, we have Alec Bowman for the next development phase. No play base on base. 2 outs, top of the first. Here we go. And Chris Bassett got another base coming over. Yeah, get ready for it. Alright, this catch go. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Chris Bassett got another base coming over. Yeah, get ready for it. Alright, this catch is done. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. And Chris Bassett got another base coming over. Yeah, get ready for it. Swing that one. Down the second base and go to first. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So we still have a scoreless game. We have a scoreless game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mets' turn at the bat. Let's see what the Mets can do. It's their turn at the bat at the bottom of the first. Let's get with the Derek Hawkins in the game. Ooh, when Derek Hawkins in the game, whatever his first at bat is, I hope he don't mess up this time. Because Friday night and Saturday night was like the worst games he ever played that Derek Hawkins played in his lifetime. And I wonder if they'll be able to stay in the race with the Phillies. Like, I really do, because, he said, if he got to this point in his career, he got to the majors, and I wanted to stay here, so, especially with the whole damn thing with the Phillies and stuff, I don't want him to get sent back down, like, the it back down, and shit, I don't want that to happen. Which he probably will get it back down, and shit, once Bryce come back in September, so that might happen. But it'd be a learning thing for him, though. Get better, and then we come back up. So, that's why I'm hearing people saying that might happen. But, the Phillies will figure out what they're going to do with Bryce and then what goes to. Because once they come back, they're going to figure out something. Here the next time I'll get Brandy and Sterling and Francisco and the Peter Arthur. Then we'll be Marquez, Louis Gilmore, Joe McNeil, and James McCann. And that is your New York Mets starting lineup. Here goes the Warriors. Well, Zach Wheeler coming up on the pitch on the mound. Hope his offense gets some multiple to the ground. We had none of that yesterday. And we have Brandon Nino coming up the bat for the Mets. No Mets base on base. 0 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Zach Wheeler got a pitch coming for you, Brandon Nino. Get ready for it. Brandon catches it. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Zach Wheeler got another pitch coming for you, Brandon Nino. Get ready for it. Brandon catches it. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. And Zach Wheeler got another pitch coming for you, Brandon Nino. Get ready for it. So that one, that's Holiday way back there. Oh, the top of the wall. Is going to call it. And not in time. And Brandon goes for extra innings and slides into second base. Damn, he caught that. Man, as soon as that ball was away, this game tried to throw the ball back in time for Brandon was sliding in second, but he couldn't. Tried to throw the second base and keep going, but it was not packing time. And then that's how Brandon was getting over second base. On the next event for the Mets, we have Starling Rotate. Coming on the next event for the Mets, we have one Met player on second base, 0 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Then we got pitch going to start Rotate, get ready for it. And the catch is good. That's strike one. That's on one. Then we got another pitch going to start Rotate, get ready for it. So that one. What's that called? They want to throw the first. In time. And Starling Rotate is out. And the next event for the Mets, we have. Wait. But Brandon Needle advances to third base. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Francisco Lando. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we got one Mets player on third base. One out, bottom of the first. Here we go. Brandon Needle's a scoring position for the New Mets. Oh, that ain't good. They really got a pitch. We're going to get away, but he swung that one. High in the air. They're going to catch it. Oh, it hits the dirt. And that's a base, and that's a single. And Francisco Lando advances the first base for the New York Mets. But his teammate Brandon Needle scores a run. The Mets get their first run score in the bottom of the first, and the score is the Phillies have 0 runs. The Mets have 1 run, and the Mets got their first run score in the bottom of the first thanks to Brandon Needle. So now it's 1-0 Mets. This probably those Phillies things don't tell you like last night. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Peter Alonso. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we got one Mets player on first base. One out, bottom of the first. Here we go. They really got a face coming with Peter Alonso. Get away for it. Swing that one. Yeah, so that's a 5-0, and that's on one. And so we got a face coming with Peter Alonso. Get ready for it. He swung that one. That's another 5-0, that's on 2. And so we got a face coming with Peter Alonso. Get ready for it. Going way back there. Caught by the center field of Brandon Marsh. And Pete Alonso is out. On the next event for the Mets, we have Daniel Vonji Vench coming to bat for the Mets. We got one Met player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. And we got a pitch coming way there. Get ready for it. That is exactly the picture of the Reese House to make sure that Francisco Lindor got the first base bag. We're going to pretend number one at first base. And we got a pitch come for you there. The right for run the catch as well. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And so we got a pitch come for you there. The right for run the catch as well. That's a ball too. That's a 2-0. So we got a pitch come for you there. The right for run the catch as well. That's a strike one. That's a 2-1. And so we got a pitch come for you there. The right for that's a ball. Run the catch as well. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-1. And so we got a pitch come for you there. The right for swing and a miss. That's strike 2. That's a 3-2. That's a 4 count. So we got a pitch come for you there. The right for look at that one. That's hot there. Way back there. That ball is caught. Very low. And that's 3 outs for the Mets. So the score is the Phillies have 0 runs. The Mets have 1 run. And that is the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. And we're on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. And it's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the first inning was their turn to bat at the top of the second. And it's still 1-0 Mets. Yes, it's due up the bat for the Phillies. We had due up the bat for the Phillies will be J.T. Realmuto, Nick Castellanos, and Derek Hall. Ooh, every time I say that name, it's like they're just unimpressed me again. It's like sometimes it's just like the dude we called up the like what's that one like was hitting like that. But we'll see what happens. He's like, y'all gonna stick today. We can't be losing today. Alright, here we go, guys. We're back now. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have JT Reno coming up the bat for the Phillies. No Phillies runners on base. 0 out. Top of the second, here we go. Chris Vincent, Chris Vincent got a face covering JT, get ready for it. Ronnie's catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Alright, Chris Vincent got a face covering JT, get ready for it. Ronnie's catch is good. That's a strike 1. That's a 1-1. And Chris Bassett got another pitch coming for JT. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's a 1-2. And Chris Bassett got another pitch coming for JT. Get ready for it. Swing that one. Right at that baseman. Try to run down. Throw the first. And JT Marito is out. JT. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Nick Castellanos coming up next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 1 out. Top of the second. Here we go. And Chris Bassett got a pitch coming for Nick. Get ready for it. He swung at that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1. And Chris Bassett got a pitch coming for Nick. Get ready for it. Trying to catch it good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Chris Bassett got a pitch coming for Nick. Get ready for it. Swing that. It hits right into the dirt. And that's a single. And Nick Castellanos advances to first base. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have David Cole coming up next to bat for the Phillies. 1 for the on base. 1 out, top of the second. Here we go. Come on, David Cole. Make some magic today. And then I got 15 RBIs. Ooh. Yeah, they can get this RBI was going up. That was something. Chris Bassett got a pitch coming for you there. Get ready for it. His catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Oh, there. Getting that all right. Good at that. Okay. And Chris Bassett got another pitch coming for you there. Get ready for it. He swung at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-1. All right, there. We fouled it off. That's good. Still staying on. Wait for a good pitch. Don't swing at any funky pitches. And Chris Bassett got another pitch coming for you there. Get ready for it. He swung at that one. That's another foul ball. And it's 1-2. That's probably how they're going to get it, but if I do so good. And Chris Bassett got no pitch coming for you there. Get ready for it. Trying to catch it good. That's a ball, too. That's a 2-2. And Chris Bassett got no pitch coming for you there. Get ready for it. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. Oh, right there. I knew they were going to get there right there. And that is 3 for the Phillies. Good. That's 3 for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 0-1, the Mets have 1-1. And that is, and move on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mets' turn of the bat. Let's see what the Mets can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the second. And it's still 1-0 Mets. Then they're gonna get there right there. I knew I seen it coming. I was thinking like, as soon as they hit the ball, go that way. Then the second base get Nick Canzano sliding the second. And then they throw it to first, and then Derek Hart trying to run it out, and they got him right there. They figured out this rookie Derek Hart. It's like literally they just think they just know like, oh, he a rookie. We gonna show him welcome to the big leagues in that one way. We gonna make it. Oh Lord, they got Derek Hart right there. They knew. Yeah, what's that was playing? Man. I don't know what's going on there. Like the struggle wasn't continue, like moving. Ain't nothing you can say about that. Dude, I don't know. Who was starting? Is able to say, oh, is it really 1.97? Oh, it's out on that shit right there. It's able to got 2. Oh God, oh yeah, you get the highest one of anybody. Alright, coming to the bed for the Mets. We have Mark coming to bat for the Mets. The Mets plays on base, 0 outs. Bottom of the second, here we go. That really got a pitch coming for you, Mark. You ready for it? Find that catch is good. That's strike one. That's 1-1. And that really got that pitch coming for you, Mark. You ready for it? Find that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And that really got that pitch coming for you, Mark. You ready for it? Swing that one. Come on by the side. Go the first 3 tossing in time. And more. And more. Shanahan is out. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Lewis Gilmore. Coming next to bat for the Mets, the Mets plays on base. 1 out. Bottom of the second. Here we go. And so we got a pitch coming for you, Lewis. Alright, that catch is good. That's strike one. That's 1-1. And so we got that pitch coming for you, Lewis. Get ready for it. Alright, that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And so we got that pitch coming for you, Lewis. Get ready for it. Swing down. Right stop. Throw on the first. 3,000. In time. And Lewis Gilmore is out. At least our defense is doing well, but the offense is stinking today. And then next to bat for the Mets, we had Jed McNeil coming next to bat for the Mets. The Mets on base, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go.
So we really got a pitch count for you. Just get ready for it. Trying to catch good. That's strike one. That's on one. And so we really got a pitch count for you. Just get ready for it. So we're gonna miss that strike two. That's on two. And so we really got another pitch count for you. Just get ready for it. Trying to catch good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. This was a 5 ball. That's a 1-2. And this one is really got no pitch count for you. Just get ready for it. Trying to catch good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And so we really got another pitch count for you. Just get ready for it. Swing that one. It's high that way right there. Who's gonna catch that one? And it's caught by center fielder Brandon Marsh. And that's 3 outs for the Mets. So the score is the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 1 run. And that is the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do with their turn to bat at the top of the third. And it's still 1-0 Mets. Can the Phillies get on base? Can we get some run support? Can we get Zach with some run support today? Literally, can we do that? Because we need to do something. We can't be doing his house on the mountain doing all this, and then his office ain't giving no run support. Coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have James Segura coming to the bat for the Phillies, and the Phillies players on base. 0 outs, top of the third, here we go. Chris Bassett got a pitch count for you. Get ready for running catch go. That's strike one, that's on one. Chris Bassett got a pitch count for you. Get ready for it. He swung at that one. That's a 5 ball, that's 0-2. And Chris Bassett got a pitch count for you. Get ready for it. He swung at that one. That's another 5 ball, and still 0-2.
And just to go to the timeout. This is the hits the base with Wagner, hits the base homes. And Chris Vesey got that pitch going to be Ginger Ray for it. Ronnie catches go. That's a ball, that's a 1-2. Jason go ahead and take a second timeout. It's really hits the one base on through. Alright. And Chris Vesey got that pitch going to be Ginger Ray for it. So we there one. On the second base, got it on the first. And then Jason Gore is out. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Marsh. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, the Phillies players on base. One out, top of the third. Here we go. I don't know what it is. Just right. The Phillies there. That's that. And Chris Bass got pitch coming. Brandon Marsh, get ready for it. Trying to catch the gun. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Chris Bass got a pitch coming for you. Brandon Marsh, get ready for it. Trying to catch the gun. That's a ball too. That's a 2-0. And Chris Bass got a pitch coming for you. Brandon Marsh, get ready for it. Trying to catch the gun. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-0. And there is Bass got that pitch coming for you. Brandon Marsh, get ready for it. Trying to catch the gun. That's a strike 1. That's a 3-1. And Chris Bass got that pitch coming for you. Brandon Marsh, get ready for it. And that is ball 4. And Brandon Marsh is walked and will advance the first base. That's what I'm talking about, Marsh. Get yourself on base, my guy. And then next to bat for the Phillies, we have Matt Villain coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got one free bat on first base, one out, top of the third. Here we go. Chris Bassett got pitch coming for you, man. Get ready for it. Ready to catch the gun. That's strike 1. That's 1. And Chris Bassett got that pitch coming for you, man. Get ready for it. Ready to catch the gun. That's a strike 2. That's 0-2. And Chris Bassett got that pitch coming for you, man. Get ready for it. Ready to catch the gun. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. Tampa lost yesterday to Texas. Oh, man, y'all watched the Texas yesterday, Jay? I got the Raiders news that most of the Texas Rangers are all teams. That is just bad. But the Phillies lost yesterday. We lost 1-0 to the Mets yesterday. So, you know, that one of the shutout. That was it, yeah. Chris Bassett got their face coming back away, boy. Yes, and that's strike 3. And Matt Billy is out. And then next to that for the Phillies, we have Vargas and Stott coming next to that for the Phillies. We got one big man on first base, 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Chris Bassett got pitch gonna be Vargas and Gary Boy. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Chris Bassett got that pitch gonna be Vargas and Gary Boy. Running catch is good. That's a strike 1. That's a 1-1. And Chris Bassett threw a pitch over to Peter also. To make sure that Brandon Marsh should get off the first base way. Pick up a 10 number 1 at first base. And Chris Bassett doing that pitch up to Peter also to make sure that Brandon Marsh should get off the first base way. Pick up a 10 number 2 at first base. And Chris Bassett got that pitch gonna be Ross to the Boy. So now we're gonna right to the game. Oh! That's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 1 run. And moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mets turn the back. Let's see what the Mets can do with that turn at the bottom of the third, and it's still 1-0 Mets. We Phillies are playing like I can't say it. I'm gonna say it again. We are playing like we ain't got no life on us. Like, do we need to our back or something? Because maybe that might make us play like we got we got something here. Because we all playing like everybody on the team's playing like they just don't they just can't get a base. My guy, get a base and then they can't score. They can't mess the runners. Like, literally, like what's happening? It's like last time it was like the Joel Embiid of the Phillies or something. Because literally, when the Sixers couldn't win the game without Joel Embiid that one time, and that James Harden still couldn't win the game, it was like bad. And it was like literally that was like you can't even win the game without Embiid right there. And it's like that's kind of terrible. But this case, we can't even win it. We only won one game against the Mets and the start of the series, and we can't even win this. We couldn't even. We lost yesterday, so it's kind of like you need about something in order to win games against the New York Mets. I think that's what it is, and and that's the thing. Number one, then Hall playing playing like booty cheeks again, because there you go. And I'm saying this because he's playing too. I just don't get it. It's struggling. Struggle bus, man. Hey. I tell you, the Phillies cannot win and see the field. We lucky we got one game one. That's a month, though. For the next coming up the bat for the Mets, we have Jays with Kid. Coming up the bat for the Mets, the Mets plays on base, 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. They really got a pitch coming up for these Jays. Get ready, boy. Another catch is good. That's strike 1, that's on 1. Is that really got no pitch coming for the Jays? Get ready, boy. Oh, that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And we got no base cover for you. Yeah, it's good, boy. But that just stops right there. And that's a foul ball. That's a 1-2. Jacob had all the Phillies fans' numbers right yesterday. He just had our number yesterday. He gonna do nothing yesterday. And it's so good. Got another pitch for the James. Get ready, boy. That catch is good. That's a ball, too. That's a 2-2. And so we got another pitch for you, James. Get ready, boy. He swung at that one. And that's another foul ball. It's still 2-2. And so we got another pitch for you, James. Get ready, boy. And then we got another pitch for you, James. Get ready, boy. It was hard, man. It was right to the seats. It's another foul ball. It's still 2-2. And so we got another pitch for you, James. Get ready, boy. Another catch is up. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. Yeah, we got another pitch for you, James. Get ready, boy. Swing that one. That's a foul ball. That's gonna wait right there. It's called by Brandon Waters. And James Buchanan is the next to bat for the Mets. We have Brandon Manino coming next to bat for the Mets. The Mets plays on base. 1 out. 5 on the third. Here we go. Yeah, really got a base gonna be ready to the right, but final catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And that really got another base gonna be ready to the right, but he swing at that one. That's a 5 ball. That's a 1-2. And that really got another base gonna be ready. Get ready for it. And that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And so we got another base gonna be ready. And that's a ball two, that's a 2-1. Then we got another pitch coming you, but are you ready to run the catch? That's a ball three, that's a 3-1. And then we're gonna pitch for you, ready to with him. Top five talking, the person got is good. And Brandon Menino is out. And the next event for the Marlins, for the Mets, we have starting one take of the next event for the Mets. And what swings and ways, 2 hours, 5 in the third. It said, we're got a pitch coming for you. It's down. It's strike one, it's 0-1. It said, we're got a pitch coming for you, 7-1, so you ready for it? What's the swing, the strike one is 0-1. 7-1's right, the catch go, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And then we're gonna pitch coming for you, 7-1, so you ready for it? And so they swing that one, that's a 5-1, that's a 2-2. And so they got a pitch, they got a pitch, but that called that one. No, the first baseman, and that's 3 yards for the Mets. So the score is the Phillies have 0-1, the Mets have 1-1. And that is the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the fourth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. It's their turn to bat at the top of the board. And still 1-0 Mets. And at the bat for the Phillies, we have 3 Thompson's coming to the bat for the Phillies. No base on base. 0 out. About 0 top of the board. Here we go. Chris Bassett got a picture of a reach ready for it. Ready to catch the go. That's strike one, that's on one. And Chris Bassett got no face good for you. He's ready for running catches them. That's strike two. That's 0-2. And Chris Bassett got no face good for you. He's ready for one. Running catches them. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And Chris Bassett got a face good for you. He's ready for one. Running catches them. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And Chris Bassett got a face good for you. He's ready for one. And Chris Bassett got a face good for you. He's ready for one. Swing that one. And another fat ball. And Chris Bassett got another face good for you. He's ready for one. And Chris Bassett got another face good for you. He's ready for one. And Chris Bassett got another face good for you. He's ready for one. And Chris Bassett got another face for me. He's ready for one. Catch go. That's a 32. That's 1 count. And Chris Bassett got another face good for me. He's ready for right into the game. And that's a single. And Reese Hoskins will advance to first base. And the next to bat of the Phillies, we have Alec Bowl. To the next to bat of the Phillies, 155 first base. 2 outs. Top of the fourth. Here we go. Chris Bassett got a base cover of the other. Get ready for it. Ronnie catches that on strike 1. It's 0-1. And Chris Bassett got a base cover of the other. Get ready for it. Right through the dirt. And Reese Hoskins slides in the second base. And that's a single. And Alec Bowl advances to first base. So we have Alec Bowl on first base. We have Reese Hoskins on second base. All we got some bases. This is a sign right here. Next to bat for the Phillies, we have JT Rito coming next to bat for the Phillies. We have Phillies players on first base and second base. 2 out, top of the fourth. Here we go. I think the Phillies got Spark here today because I think this is where we can capitalize on this one. And Chris Bassett got a picture in there for you JT get ready for it. You swing that one. And that's a foul ball, that's on one. And Chris Bassett got another picture for you JT get ready for it. Swing and a miss, that's strike two, that's on two. And Chris Bassett got another picture for you JT get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And JT and me do his own. Who's up next? Oh, that's the wrong call. All people, yeah. Here we go, yo. Well, no, Nick Castellanos, my bad. We go with Nick Castellanos. Here we go, Nick. I'm about to almost say something right here. So next to bat for the Phillies, we have Nick Castellanos. So next to bat for the Phillies, we got Phillies players on first base and third base, first base and second base. One out, top of the fourth. Here we go. Come on, Nick. They do strike yourself out. Here we go. Charles has got a pitch going to be nigga wait for it. Running catches on. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. I was so about to say what I was about to say. Not too bad what I was saying. I said chance for certain players that I thought they was going to do next, but I was wrong. Yeah, you know. So Charles Bass got another pitch coming for you. Nick and wait for it. Running catches good. That's a ball too. That's a 2-0. Come on, dude. Don't swing at any bad pitches. Come on, dude. Come on, because don't swing at bad pitches. And Charles Bassett and Chris Bassett got another pitch coming for you. They can wait for it. Running catch go. That's a ball three. That's a 3-0. And Charles Bassett got another pitch coming for you. They can wait for it. Swing that one. That's a 5-ball. That's a 3-1. And Chris Bassett got another pitch coming for you. They can wait for it. And swing that one. And that's a 5. That's another 5-ball. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And it comes down to this pitch right here. And it gets to get away, so we strike out. What is up comes out of this? And it gets down to the timeout. And James Bass, they got a pitch to bring Nicky Raymond. So we no, catch that. Oh, and it called. And Nick Castellanos is out. Alright, who's on next? Next up the bad, that's what I want to know. I was like, want to say who I think it is. I won yesterday. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Next to that for the Phillies, we have Derek Hall. Coming next to that for the Phillies, we got Phillies on first base and second base. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. Come on, Derek Hall. Come on, man. Thank you. It's Derek Striker. Come on, dude. Oh, that's how you don't see bad pitches today. Chris Bassett got pitch to be there. Great boy. How to catch his gun. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Come on, big fella. And Chris Bassett got that pitch to be there. Great boy. Ready to catch good. That's strike 1. That's the 1-1. Right. Come on, dude. Don't give me a good pitch. Come on. Work this pitcher, man. You gotta work the man. And Chris Bassett got that pitch to be there. Great boy. Ready to catch his gun. That's a ball, 2. That's a 2-1. And Chris Bassett got a pitch to be there. Great boy. That's a ball, 3. That's a 3-1. Alright, there's working right there. See, we work the picture, and next thing you know, next thing you know, you gotta cover the hit. And Chris Bassett got a picture right there. Ooh, I knew he was gonna. I was gonna say it again. And I say it, and then the first, and there goes out, and that's 3 outs for the Phillies. And this one is the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 1 run, and that and moving on to the bottom of the 4th, ladies and gentlemen. Is the Phillies is the Mets turn the bat. Let's see the Mets can do with that turn the bat at the bottom of the 4th, and it's still 1-0 Mets. I know we'll get that one right there. As soon as he hit that, it's like, oh, they're gonna know the big fella gonna run. Okay, we're gonna try to get the first base before he even get down that bad. They just knew. It's like they figured they're so fast. It's like they know what he was about to do. And they like, oh, okay, they knew. Man, they get different every time. Every time. Was baseball for Trevor Day on 2016? No. That was not a bad draft pick. It was just there, you know. What the power did was swing is like gone. It's like it was there when he came coming up, and that day just gone. It was like the service did what they had for the pitch. They always know how to get him. Like that was a ship, and they just figured him out. Like, y'all figuring out our second rookie though, because our rookie versus that y'all can't figure him out. But then when it comes to there, y'all figure him out. It's like you have a science on him. I know he feeling bad today. Like our team is just straight booty cheeks. You know, I'm saying that for a reason. It's like, what game? What team is this that we have here? Even though we won, they're about to go back to work because the team can't do nothing. No one support again. We got Francisco and no cover the bat for the Mets. The Mets players on base, 0 outs. Bottom of the 4th, here we go. Sam Wheeler got a pitch coming up for you. Francisco and no great one. Trying to catch the gun. That's a strike 1. That's on 1. got another picture where you can see the right one. When I catch it up, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And that one, I got another picture where you can see the right one. So that one, and then they always caught by left field of that villain. And Francisco Lando is out. And then next to that for the Mets, we have Peter Alonso coming next to that for the Mets. The left players on base, 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Zach Wheeler got a pitch coming in. Peter Alonso get ready for it. Swing down, oh, right to the dirt. And that's a single. And Peter Alonso advances to first base for the New York Mets. No, wait, no, Peter Alonso go for extra innings, and will stay at first. It will advance to second base. Yeah, that's all. Like, see why the Mets have never won. How everyone just missed that he gonna die for that. See why the Mets have never won the NHL in the NL East. I see why now. 22nd. Yeah, I see why now. And okay, so we have now Varsity Bags coming up the bat for the Mets. No Mets, we got 1 Met player on first base, 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Then we got a pitch coming for you there. The right break runner catches good at strike 1. That's 0-1. And then we got another pitch coming for you there. The right break runner catches good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And then we got another pitch coming for you there. If you're ready for it. Runner catches good. That's a ball too. That's a 2-1. And check us for the season. Then we got 7-3. And then we got the same number. So, and that, yeah, so we got another pitch coming for you there. If you're ready for it. Runner catches good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-1. And so we're going to take a time out. Alright, so I was ready to throw some pitches. And so we got that pitch going to get away from it. It's really that one swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And then we got that pitch going way there, away from it. Swing that one. That's another foul ball. That's a foul ball. It's still 3-2. And then we got that pitch going way there, away from it. And that is strike 3. And swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And then Rosie Red is out. Next event for the Mets, we have Masteryhi coming up with the Mets. We got one Mets player on second base, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth, here we go. He said, we got a pitch coming up, we mark it ready for him. Gonna catch it down. That's strike one, that's 0-1. And so we got a pitch coming for you, mark it ready for him. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two, that's 0-2. And so we got a pitch coming for you, mark it ready for him. Swing that one, that's a foul ball, that's in the single 1-2. And that really got a pitch coming for you, mark it ready for him. They go right to the dirt. And that's a base hit. And Munson advances the first base. No, advances the second base. Side of the second base. But Pete also scores a run. The Mets get the second run score in the bottom of the fourth. And the score is the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 3 runs. And the Mets get the second run score in the bottom of the fourth thanks to Pete Alonso. So now it's 2-0 Mets. Yep, it's been like last night over again. I was just bad. I think it was just bad. The next event for the Mets, we have Lewis Gilmore. Coming up next event for the Mets, we got one Met player on second base, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. They really got a face for Lewis. Get ready for it. Swing that one. Right to the dirt again. And that's a base hit. That's a single. And Lewis Gilmore advances to first base. But Martin Shanahan scores a run. The Mets get the third run score on the bottom of the fourth. And the score is the Mets have 0 runs, the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 3 runs. And the Mets get the third run score in the bottom of the fourth thanks to Martin Shanahan. And that was 3-0 Mets. We got 3-0. This is pathetic. Our offense can't even catch it up. Like, this is like... Don't even need myself, I tell you. And next to bat for the Mets, we got Jeff McNeil. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we got one Met player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Then we got a pitch coming for you, Jeff. Get ready for it. Somebody catch in. Oh! And that's a foul on his own one. You know, I Rookie number 1, though, Rose decided to get hurt. You don't need that. You don't need that today. Oh, right on the top. Is that really got a basically reject the right one? When it catches go, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. Is that really got a basically reject the right one? When it catches go, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-1. Is that really got a basically reject the right one? When it catches go, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-1. Is that really got a basically reject the right one? And that is ball 4. And Jeff McNeil is walk and will advance to first base. And Lewis Gilmore will advance to second base. Here come the pitcher coach to come to round to talk to Zach Wheeler. That ain't good. And that's the bat for the Mets. We had Jay. We did coming to bat for the Mets. We got Mets players at first base and second base. 2 outs, bottom of the board. Here we go. Yeah, we got a pitch coming. Everybody, James, get ready for it. Get ready there. Oh, one to the dirt. Oh! And once we get back in time. And James starts in the second base. And in second base. And Lewis Gilmore and Jeff McNeil scores that one. The Mets got the fifth 2-1 score in the bottom of the fourth. And the score the Phillies have 0. The Mets have 5 runs. And the score is now it's 5-0 Mets. And the Mets got the fifth ones. We got the 2-1. Got the fifth. We got the fifth one score in the bottom of the fourth thanks to Lewis Gilmore and Jeff McNeil. Next event for the Mets, we had Brandon Benito coming next event for the Mets. The Mets plays on late. One Mets plays on second base. 2 outs. Bottom of the board. Here we go. Zach Wheeler, that bitch gonna be ready for running catch good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Oh, and James McKinney advances to second base. Bye. Is that really got another base coming for you? Wait for it. He swung at that one. That's a foul. That's a strike. That's a foul ball, and that's a 1-1. When I catch the that's a ball too. That's a 2-1. And then we got another pitch coming for you. We ready for it. Swing and the miss. That's strike 2. That's a 2-2. And then we got another pitch coming for you. Ready for it. Way back there, and it's called by center field Brandon Morris, and the score is the Phillies have 0, the Mets have 5 runs, and that is the end of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the fifth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do with their turn to bat at the top of the fifth, and now it's 5-0 Mets. Okay, for the best of substitute, the weather Escobar is going to replace the base with Gilbert in the batting. 7.3. Okay, that's for for the leader base, which I never put it right there. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we had James Segura coming to the bat for the Phillies. No big players on base. 0 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. Chris Bassett got a pitch coming. Get ready for it. Running catch and go. That's strike 1. That's on 1. And Chris Bassett got a pitch coming. Get ready for it. Running catch and go. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. That's a 1-1. And Chris Bassett got a pitch coming. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. That's a 1-2.
And Chris Bass got picture we get ready for it. Oh, Jingle size is not the first. Does that count? Yep. And that's a single, and Jeans Girl will stay in first base. He's got to start the first, because the character, because the first base had dropped the baseball, so he got it, dropped it. And that's an error right there. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Marsh. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have 155 on first base, 0 outs. Top of the fifth, here we go. The first base, got pitch, gonna be ready to watch, get ready for it. First catch is gonna strike one, that's 0-1. And Chris Bassett got pitch going on the P lines to make sure that James Gordon got the first base bag. Pick up to number one at first base. And Chris Bassett got that base cover for you. Brandon Walsh, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. That's 0-2. And Chris Bassett got that base cover for you. Brandon Walsh, get ready for it. Running catch girl, that's a ball, that's a 1-2. And the Chris Bassett got a pitch cover for you. Brandon Walsh, get ready for it. And that's a single when Brandon Walsh advances to first base. And James Segura advances to second base. So next to that for the Phillies, we got Matt Bueller. So next to that for the Phillies, we got three batters on first, second base, and third base. 2 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. First base, got face to be back and ready for it. So we have Brandon Marsh on second base. We have James going on third base. Swing and a miss. That strike one is 0-1. First base, got face gonna bring back and ready for it. Randy's catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Chris Bassett got a pitch coming for you ready, get ready for it. Randy catch is good. That's a ball too. That's a 2-1. And Chris Bassett got another pitch coming for you ready, get ready for it. He's really that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 2-2. And Chris Bassett got another pitch coming for you ready, get ready for it. He's really that one. That's another foul ball. That's still 2-2.
Increase velocity, got another face coming before you make it ready for one. So that one. That's another fireball, it's still 2-2. Increase velocity, got a face coming before you make it ready for one. Increase velocity, got another face coming before you make it ready for one. Swing and a straight 3, and that really is out. And the next available page, we have Rogers and Stockholm. Next available page, we have three pairs on second base and third base. One out, top of the page, here we go. And Chris Bass, got a pitch gonna be Ross and Ray that one. And that's a 5-ball, that's a 1. And Chris Bass, got a pitch gonna be Ross and Ray 1. And catch them. That's a ball, that's a 1-1. And Charles Bass, got another pitch gonna be Ross and Ray 1. That's another 5-ball, that's a 1-2. And Ross starts switching bats. And Chris Bass, got a pitch gonna be Ross and Ray 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Ryan Stott is out. On the next availabilities, we have Reese Hoskins on the next availabilities. We have three players on second base and third base. 2 outs. Top of the fifth. Here we go. And Chris Bassett. And the pitch going to be Reese Rayburn. And the catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Chris Bassett got the pitch going to be Reese Rayburn. And the catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. Miss Rose, I got that place coming. Get ready for it. Yeah, when it comes to strike one, that's a 2-1. Miss Rose, I got a place coming. Get ready for it. When it catch the gun, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-1. And Chris West, I got a place coming for you. Before you go. For your reads, get ready for it. When the catch got a strike, that's strike 2. That's a 3-2, that's a 4 count. And Chris West, I got another place coming for your reads, get ready for it. That's ball 4. And Reese Hoskins advances to first base. So we have Reese Hoskins on first base. We got Brandon Marsh on second base. And we got James on third base. So we got a bases loaded situation. Here we go, y'all. And our next event for the Phillies, we have Alec Bohm coming next event for the Phillies. Got bases loaded situation for the Phillies. 2 hours, time to finish. Here we go. We have the pitching coach coming to the line to talk to Charles Rassi. That ain't good. Chris Rassi ain't good. Oh, we can't mess up. We got base load situation. And Chris Rassi got a pitch gonna figure out to get ready for him. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That's on 1. And Chris Rassi got a pitch gonna figure out get ready for him. Running catch go. That's a ball. That's on 1. And Charles Rassi got a pitch gonna figure out get ready for him. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's a 1-2. And Chris Rassi got a pitch coming for you. Everybody got to get ready for this swing there, and then caught by Chevy Neal. That's 3 outs to the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 3 runs, the Mets have 5 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mets turn to bat. Let's see if the Mets can do with their turn to bat at the bottom of the fifth. And it's still 5-0 Mets. Come to the bat for the Mets. We have started one thing. Come to the bat for the Mets. The Mets play the Rays. 0 outs. Bottom of the fifth. Here we go. And then we got a pitch that we started one thing. Get ready for it. And the catch is good. Let's strike one is on one. So we got another pitch that we started one thing. Get ready for it. So that one. Oh! One pass the body stop going. That's in the dirt. That's a single. And starting Marte races the first base. Right there, right second. I was we just wouldn't let that go past the room. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Francisco Lindor. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we have one Mets player on first base, 0 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Okay, we really got a pitch going to be Francisco Lindor. Get ready for it. Run that catch is good. That's the ball to 2-0. And so we got a pitch coming for you, Francisco Lindor. Get ready for it. Run that catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2. And so we got that pitch coming for Francisco Lindor. Get ready for it. It's a ball 3. That's a 3-0. And so we got that pitch coming for you, Francisco Lindor. Get ready for it. And Whoever catches go to strike one, that's a 3-1. So we're gonna pitch coverage. Get ready for one. It's weird that one. That's a 5-ball. That's a 3-2. That's a 4 count. It's a we're gonna pitch coverage. Get ready.
And some pitching change for the Mets, so please visit the pitcher and chairman. We'll come to the pitcher of the Mets. So the Cassiano, so the team is actually got the Cassiano coming up for Phillies, no pretty base on base. 1 half time 6, here we go. Joe Woods got pitch to be ready for running Cassiano, that's the ball, that's the 1-0. And Joe Woods got no pitch, could be ready swing, and the race, that's strike 1, that's 1-1. Joe Woods got no pitch, could be ready for running Cassiano, that's the ball 2, that's a 2-1. And Joe Woods got no pitch, could be ready for 1. So that one, that's a foul ball, and that's a 2-2. And Joe Woods got no pitch, could be ready for 1. Oh. And Nick Castellanos is out. And we know who come on this. I am going to say it today. Do I want to say this? Do I want to say it? Do I want to say this right now? So yeah, then welcome to the battle of the Phillies. No base, on base. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Here we go. 2 wins, got pitch coming there. Swing. Oh, wait, that's a base hit. Oh, right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's a single. And man, Derek Harvey is the first base. I'm talking about that. Finally got on base. Yeah, big fella. Yeah, big fella. 1 for the home. Derek Harvey got on base. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Took a minute for that. Let's see what she doing there. Get on base and that guy. Get some life in here now. Coming next to that for the Phillies. We had Jason going coming next to the Phillies. We have 1 big fan at first base. 2 outs, top of 6. Here we go. The big wants to 1. She's going to strike yourself out. Who was that pitch going to be getting ready for 1? Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Who was got that pitch going to be getting ready for you? Swing that one. And that's a 5 ball. That's a 1-1. And Joey got no pitch going to be getting ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-1. And Joey got no pitch going to be getting ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a strike 2. That's a 2-2. Everything gets itself on base up there. Come on. Joey's got pitch going to be getting ready for it. He swung at that one. That's a 5 ball. That's a 2-2. And Joey got pitch going to be getting ready for it. He swung at that one. That's another 5 ball. And it's still 2-2.
You ready for it? No, don't cast that. Don't cast that. I knew that. Damn, Gene. Right there. And the Phillies have 0 runs, and the Mets. The score is the Phillies have 0, and the Mets got 5 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mets turn at the bat. Let's see what the Mets can do is they turn the bat at the bottom of the 6th, and it's still 5-0 Mets. He's gonna get a chance that fans tear, but he had to. Oh, James. James to go. It was perfect right there. They got Daniel Mets coming together for the Mets. The Mets face on base 0 runs. Top of the bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Then we got a pitch over there. He swings at that one. And then when that ball's going, gone! Solo home run for Daniel Votivich. And the Mets have been extending their lead. And the Mets got the 6-run score in the bottom of the 6th, thanks to Daniel Votivich solo home run. That was 6-0 Mets. And he got his 6th home run of the season. Then we got Mark Jr. coming to bat for the Mets. The Mets plays on base, 0 outs, top bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Second, we got a pitch coming to bring Mark. Get ready to bring Runner catch the strike one is on 1. And second, we got a pitch coming to bring Mark. Get ready to bring smooth there into the dirt. And that's a single. And Mark Jr. advances to first base. I hate the damn. I hate this thing, man. That's why we never beat him ever. That's the one thing we can never beat. Every time we go to see we can never beat the Mets. Beat the Mets only one game out of this whole series. Like, that's insane. So we took one game from them. Just one. From the Mets to bat for the Mets, we have Eduardo Escobar coming next to bat for the Mets. We got one Met player on first base, 0 outs. Top, bottom of the 6th, here we go. Then we got a pitch coming over here, Eduardo. Escobar, get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a foul ball, that's on 1. And that way, got a pitch coming over here, Eduardo Escobar, get ready for it. the catch go. That's a strike two. That's a 0-2. And so we got another pitch going. We got Willis walking right going. And then we over to. We still have to make sure that 1-2, you know, the first base. Right, people tend to win that first base. And Willis spot is out. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Jeff McNeil coming to bat for the Mets. We got one Met player on first base, one out, bottom of the sixth. Here we go. And Zach Wheeler got a pitch coming up for you, Jeff. Get ready for it. Runner catches down. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Zach Wheeler got a pitch coming up for you, Jeff. Get ready for it. And I gotta tell them that again. Oh wait, no, that's a swing. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-1. And so we got a pitch coming for you, Jeff. Get ready for it. Swing that one. That's high over here. And that ball and caught by the center fielder Brandon Marsh. And Jeff McNeil is out. And the next event for the Mets we have James again. Coming to bat for the Mets. Got one Mets player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the sixth. Here we go. And Zach Wheeler got a pitch coming for you, James. Get ready for it. Runner catches down. That's strike one. That's on 1. And Zach Wheeler got a pitch coming for you, James. Get ready for it. Swing that one. It was right into the stands right there. And that's a foul ball, and that's 0-2. And Zach Wheeler got a pitch coming for you, James. Get ready for it. On the catch and go, that's a ball, that's a 1-2. And Zach Wheeler got another pitch coming for you, James. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. That's 3 outs for the Mets. So the score is the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 6 runs, and that's the end of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do with their turn to bat at the top of the 7th. And now it's 6-0. And now it's 6-0 Mets. We're on the 7th inning. We still I'm laughing in kind of like in a disappointment way. That's how bad we are playing. Cause literally,
I'm not saying I wish the Phillies lose, but I just wanted to get out of the damn Quincy over them. Like, let's just lose this game. Go on to Cincinnati, Ohio, and go take on the Reds. Maybe we might win over there. If we win the Cincinnati Red Series, I'll be like, whoa, at least that's better than nothing, right? Yeah, because at least that series was really easy. Coming up to bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Morris coming to bat for the Phillies. No Phillies fans on base. 0 outs, top of the 7th. Here we go. Trevor Williams got a pitch coming for you. Brandon Morris, get ready for it. Brandon pitch is good. That's strike one. That's on one. Trevor Williams got another pitch coming for you. Brandon Morris, get ready for it. Swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's on 1-2. And Trevor Williams got a pitch coming for you. Brandon Morris, get ready for it. Swing at the bars. And Brandon Morris is out. On the next to bat for the Phillies, we have Matt Boone coming next to bat for the Phillies. No Phillies on base. 1 out, top of the 7th. Here we go. And Trevor Williams got a pitch coming for you, man. Get ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. Trevor Williams got a pitch coming for you, man. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. So Trevor Williams got a pitch coming for you, man. Get ready for it. Swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's a 1-2. And Trevor Williams got another pitch coming for you, man. Get ready for it. He swung at that one. That's another foul ball, and it's still 1-2. And Trevor Williams got a pitch coming for you, man. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Matt Boone is out. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, no Phillies on base. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Here we go. Until later, pick me rose and the moon. This catch is good. Let's strike one. That's on one. Until we got the pick me rose and the boy swing down. Right to the dirt. That's a single. And Barnes is starting and Reyes is the first base. Barnes got singles on his damn stat line. He doing something. His teammates just strike it out. Next to bat for the Phillies, we have Reese Hoskins going next to bat for the Phillies. We got one free bat at first base, 2 outs, top of 7. Here we go. And Joe Williams got a pitch count for you. Get ready for him. Right catch the go. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Joe Williams got another pitch count for you. Get ready for him. Right catch the go. That's a ball too. That's a 2-0. Joe Williams got another pitch count for you. Get ready for him. No, catch that one. And caught. And that's 3 yards for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 6 runs, and moving on to the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mets turn to bat. Let's see what the Mets can do with their turn to bat at the bottom of the 7th, and it's still 6-0 Mets. You know what these fools doing last night? What y'all having a party? What they doing last night? They out there coming in this game like they just don't want. They come to this game like they don't want to win this game or something. They play like they don't want to win this game or something. But that's the vibe I'm getting from everybody. The rest of the only one who's doing something right. So I guess some race. The rest of the team is just playing bad. Like what is that with everybody? So pitching change for the Phillies and Zach Woods got pitch for the night. Pitch for the day. And Corey Neighbors is gonna come in and pitch for the Phillies. Simeon Van and Venino coming to bat for the Mets. The Mets players on base, 0 outs. Bottom of the 7th, here we go. And Corey Neighbors got a pitch coming. Get ready for a runner catch down. That's the ball. That's the 1-0. And Corey Neighbors got another pitch coming. Get ready for it. Runner catches down. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. And Corey Neighbors got another pitch coming. Get ready for it. Runner catches down. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-0. And Corey Neighbors got another pitch coming. Get ready for it. That is ball 4. And Randy Benito is walked and will advance to first base. And the next to bat for the Mets, we have Sterling Marte coming next to bat for the Mets. We have 1 Met player on first base, 0 outs, bottom of the 7th, here we go. And coordinator, we got a pitch coming, Sterling Marte, get ready for it. Runner catches down. That's strike 1, that's on 1. And coordinator, we got another pitch coming, Sterling Marte, get ready for it. Runner catches down. That's a ball, that's a 1-1. And coordinator, we got a pitch coming for you, Sterling Marte, get ready for it. Runner catches down. That's a ball 2, that's a 2-1. So then we got another pitch coming, Sterling Marte, get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a foul ball, and that's a 2-2. And currently we got another pitch coming up for you. Thanks so much, get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's another foul ball. It's still 2-2. This is one heck of a game. How's everything going? Everything's going good, honey. Just that everything's going good with me. It's just that the Phillies lost yesterday. 0-1. They lost in a 1-0 shot yesterday. That was terrible. Today they about to lose again. Swing and the rest, and that's strike 3, and Sterling Marte is out. Yeah, they came at the right time. 7. The bottom 7 is like 2 innings left. I'm like, then he came at the right time just to say, you know what? You bet on the Mets today, man. Hey, you get your money worth. Yeah, but coming next to bat for the Mets, we got Francisco Lando coming to bat for the Mets. We got 1 Mets player on first base, 1 out, bottom of the 7. Here we go. Coordinator, we got a pitch coming for Francisco Lando. Get ready for it. Runner catch is good. That's strike 1. That's on 1. The rest of the hottest team in baseball right now, the hottest team in the NL League, in the NL East right now. Coordinator, got a pitch coming up for you. Get ready for it. Runner catch is good. Runner catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. Oh yeah, I said I'm doing. I said before, Lenny. I said I'm doing fine.
I'm doing fine today. Yeah, currently I got another base gun for you position when I'm getting ready for running catch the gun. That's a ball 2, that's a 2-1. And then we got another base gun for you position when I'm getting ready for it. Running catch the gun, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-1. Well, now I should be asking Money, how are you doing today? Are you doing good on this fine Sunday, Money? Enjoying yourself today? That's good. Here comes my toxic coming into the room. Toxic going in. Oh, is he pulling out the game? Yes, he is. Oh, you want a pitching chain or something? Because I think that's what's happening. Oh, Corey was going to the locker room. What's happening? That ain't good. When the pitcher goes to the locker room, that ain't good. Oh, I have a bad feeling right now. I have a bad feeling right now. Yeah, see, I asked Lenny how you doing with it, and Lenny know it's fine. See, that's why you can't ask Lenny questions, because you know if it's fine, then. And then ask Lenny the question, how's he doing today on this fine Sunday, and then he didn't say nothing vague. Oh, Lenny. You ask Lenny a question and you don't hear you, so his ears are kind of blocked or something. Nope, that makes how I recording it, but hopefully he ain't got no injury. We already got Cash Swimming who's injured. That's one person. Now we only coordinate with injured next. We don't need him. Now you want to let that lead though. They can't do the stream that he lead. I ain't want to say like a lead. Nobody say they wrong. No, I ain't mean to scare you. I ain't mean to scare you all. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. It's not a good day for the Phillies. If it's good in my book for me, but the team itself is just like, how can you even describe this right now? This that is a bad feeling right now. Then we have Kristen James for the Phillies. We got eligibility coming to pitch for the Phillies. Yeah, because I don't know what happened before they was. I hope everything's alright with him. That's the bad for the Mets. We have Francisco comes the bad for the Mets. We got one Mets player at first base. One out. Allowed to say, oh yeah, oh yeah, yes, we got there with okay. So the face I was business turns here. And then really got a face coming in the right board. And that catch good. That is ball four. And Francisco Lindor is walk and will advance to first base. And Brandon Reno will advance to second base. Okay, the people we got dog, yeah. Coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Peter Alonso. Coming up next to bat for the Mets, we got Mets players on first base and second base. One out, bottom of the seventh. Here we go. As you really, they got a pitch coming for you, Peter Alonso. Get ready for it. Swing and the minutes. That's strike one. That's on one. As you really, they got a pitch coming for you, Peter Alonso. Get ready for it. Another catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1.
And it's really together. Basically, if you know, get ready for it. Running catches go. That's a strike two. That's a 1-2. And it's really together. Basically, if you know, get ready for it. Swing that one. And another one got that one. And it was just in here. The rest is out. There we go, Jim. For Joe. Let's come to bat for the Mets. We got Mets for the first base, the second base, 2 outs, ball on the center. Here we go. And you really got pitch complete. Then you get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And you really got pitch complete. Then you get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. And you really got pitch complete. Then you get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's a strike two. That's a 1-2. And you really got pitch complete. Then you get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's a ball two. That's a 2-2. Yeah, please give up right there. You're right with us 3 outs for the Mets. The score is the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 6 runs, and that is the end of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. It's their turn to bat at the top of the 8th, and it's 6-0, and it's still 6-0 Mets. Yeah, pitching change for the Mets. Trevor Williams is done pitching for them. And the biggest Mikhail Givens in the pitch for the Mets. Givens gonna pitch it for the Mets. So we got Allie Boone coming to bat for the Phillies. No Phillies players on base 0. Top of the 8th. Here we go. Givens got a pitch coming for Allie. Get ready for it. Swing in the miss, and that's strike one. That's on one. So that one, that's a foul. That's on one. That's up again. Givens got a pitch coming for Allie. Get ready for it. Swing in the miss. That's strike two. That's on two. And Givens got a pitch coming for Allie. Get ready for it. Swing that one. That's another foul ball. That's on two. And Givens got a pitch coming for Allie. Get ready for it. Running catch zero. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. That's a 1-2. And Givens got a pitch coming for Allie. Get ready for it. Running catch zero. That's a ball two. That's a 2-2. And Givens got that pitch coming for Allie. Get ready for it. Running catch zero. That's a ball three. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And Givens got that pitch coming for Allie. Get ready for it. Swing that one. Oh. One out. And Allie Williams is out. Well, next to that for the Phillies, we have JT Music coming next to that for the Phillies. No Phillies players on base. One out. Top of the 8th. Here we go. Givens got a pitch coming to JT. Get ready for it. Running catches up. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Givens got another pitch coming for JT. Get ready for it. Running catching up. That's a ball two. That's a 2-0. And Givens got another pitch coming for JT. Get ready for it. He swung that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 2-1. And Givens got another pitch coming for JT. Get ready for it. Running catches up. That's a ball three. That's a 3-1. And Givens got another pitch coming for JT. Get ready for it. Running catching good. That's a strike two. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. Givens got another pitch coming for JT. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And JT Reeves is out. And next to bat for the Phillies, we have Nick Castellanos coming next to bat for the Phillies. No base on base. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Here we go. Then we got a pitch coming in. Nick and White Boy. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. That's on one. And Gillis got a base coming up. Nick and White Boy. Swing and a miss. That's strike two. That's on two. And Gillis got a pitch coming up. Nick and White Boy. Running catch and go. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And David got that base cover for Nick and White Boy. Running catch and go. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. David got that base cover for Nick and White Boy. That's the right to the dirt. And that's a single. And Nick Castellanos, oh wait, no, that's over extra innings. And Nick Castellanos sliding the second base. Guess who's coming next, y'all? Do I have to say that? Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we had Derek Hall coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got 1 free player on second base, 2 outs, tied the 8. Here we go. Come on, Derek. And Gavin's got a face cover for you, Derek. Get ready for it. And the running catch is gone. That's strike one. That's on one. See the way he pitches there? You do that turning and then throwing kind of thing. You gotta be watching out when he does that. You guys got another base coming there, ready for it. Swing and a miss. That's strike two. That's 0-2. You guys got a base coming there, ready for it. Swing and a miss. That's strike three. And that's the answer for the Phillies. So this was the Phillies have 0-1. The Mets have 6 runs. We're on to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mets turn the bat. Let's see the Mets can do with their turn the bat at the bottom of the 6th, the bottom of the 8th. So that's the Phillies have scores, and the Phillies have 0, the Mets have 6 runs. They went on to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. The Mets turn the bat. Let's see the Mets can do the Mets turn the bat at the bottom of the 8th, and it's still 6-0 Mets. So you think Derek was not ready for one when Gibbons is gonna do this song. We'll have the ball like this, and then he's gonna do like he's gonna have the ball like this, and he was gonna do like one of these, like he's gonna do like one of those, just like this. He's gonna do this way. He's gonna do like the turn and then throw right at you, and Derek was not even ready for that. That's see, he wasn't ready for that one. The pitcher change for Phillies. As we the pitcher like right here comes in the pitcher for Phillies. Then one, here comes the bat for the Mets. The Mets play the Rays. 0 outs, bottom 8, here we go. Right here got a pitch to the market ready for the runner. Catch the other strike one. That's 1-1. Right here got another pitch to the runner. Catch the other ball. That's 1-1. Right here got another pitch to the market ready for it. Swing and a miss. That's strike two. That's a 1-2. Right here got another pitch to the market ready for it. Swing that one. Ball. That's a 1-2. Yeah, right here got another pitch to the market ready for it. Runner catches down. That's the ball two. That's a 2-2. And right here got another pitch to the get ready for it. Runner catches down. That's strike three. And right to the head is out. For the next at bat for the Mets, we have Eduardo Escobar coming next at bat for the Mets. The Mets raise on base. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. Here we go. And right here got a pitch to Eduardo Escobar. Runner catches down. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And right here got a pitch to Eduardo Escobar. You sweet that one. And that is called. And Eduardo Escobar is out. And the next at bat for the Mets, we have Jeff McNeil coming to the next at bat for the Mets. The Mets plays on base. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. And right here, got a pitch from me, Jeff Gray. And look at his girl. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And right here, got another pitch from me, Jeff Gray. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. And that's a 1-1. And right here, got another pitch from me, Jeff Gray. And look at his girl. That's a strike two. That's a 1-2. And right here, got a pitch from me, Jeff Gray.
In that case, it's good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And right here, got another face coming there for you. Yeah, ready went right into the dirt. And that's a single. And no, that's a goal for extra innings. And Red Manu advances to second base. And because of the catch up base rule. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we got Jay McKay. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we got one Mets player on second base, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. And right here, got a pitch coming up for you, James. Ready for it. And that catch is good. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. And right here, got a pitch coming up for you, James. Ready for it. And that catch is good. That's a ball 2, that's a 2-0. And right here, got that pitch coming up for you, James. Ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball 3, that's a 3-0. And right here, got that pitch coming for you, James. Ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a strike 1, that's a 3-1. And right here, got a pitch coming for you, James. Ready for it. And swing that one, that's a 5-ball, that's a 3-2, that's a 4 count. And right here, got a pitch coming for you, James. Ready for it. Swing and a miss, that's strike 3. And that's 3 outs for the Mets. So the score is the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 6 runs, and that's the end of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 9th and final inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies will do with their turn to bat at the top of the 9th, and it's still 6-0 Mets. good day for the Phillies. Not a good day. So yeah, so 50 change for the Mets. So Games is done pitch winner and Julian Marie's coming in the pitch for the Mets. So the James going to come to bat for the Phillies. No free base away. 0. Top of the ninth. Here we go. And Julian Marie's got a pitch to the James. Get ready for the running catch. That's a ball. That's strike one. That's 1-1. And Julian's going to pitch to the James. Swing it down. Oh, the base to go catch it. And that's a single. And James going advances the first base. Is got a lot of Sosa coming to the back of the Phillies. The one people on first base. 0. Top of the ninth. Here we go. He's got a pitch coming for you. The one looking away for it. Running catch good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Julian Marie's got a pitch coming for you. Running away for it. Running catch good. That's a ball too. That's a 2-0. And Julian Marie's got a pitch coming for you. Running away for it. Running catch good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-0. And Julian Marie's got another pitch coming for you. Running away for it. Running catch good. That's a strike 1. That's a 3-1. And Rodriguez got that pitch coming for you. One goes ready for it. You swing it that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And Rodriguez got that pitch coming for you. One get ready for it. Another foul ball. It's still 3-2. And Rodriguez got that pitch coming for you. One get ready for it. Right into the dirt. And that's a single. And Marlon Sosa advances the first base. And James Segura advances the second base. And next to bat for the Phillies, we have Matt Villain coming next to bat for the Phillies. You have 3 players on first base and second base. 0. Top of the ninth. Here we go. And Julie Rodriguez got a pitch going to bring back a ready for it. Ready catch is go. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Julie Rodriguez got a pitch going to bring back a ready for it. You swing that one. And that's a foul ball. That's a 1-1. And Julie Rodriguez got a pitch going to bring back a ready for it. Swing and the miss, and that's strike 2. That's a 1-2. And Julie Rodriguez got a picture for you. Ready? Get ready, boy. Another catching down. That is 33. And Matt View is out. And the next to regular page, we have bars and stock. Coming next to regular page, we have big page on first base and second base. One out, top of the ninth. Here we go. Usually that picture for you, Rose and the ready boy, running catches go. That's strike one, that's on one. And usually that picture for you, Rose and the ready boy. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two, that's on one, two. And Julie Rodriguez got another base scanner for you, Rose and the ready boy. Two down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And Rise's start is out. And the next developer page, we have Reese Hoskins, so next developer Phillies. We have three players on first base and second base, 2 outs, top of the ninth, here we go. And Julie Rodriguez got a pitch coming for you, Reese, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. And Julie Rodriguez got a pitch for you, Reese, get ready for it. Running catch is good, that's strike one, that's a 1-1. And Julie Rodriguez got a pitch coming for you, Reese, get ready for it. Running catch is good, that's a ball, two, that's a 2-1. And the other place can be reaching right for it. Swing and a miss, that's strike two, that's a 2-2. And then let me get another place before you reach the right for it. And the catch is good. That's a ball three, that's a 3-2, that's a full kill. You want to get here without your head tail tied. The base so low, as soon as like, get out there what's out of here. Live with that. And then you got a place for reaching right for it. That's ball four. And Reese Hoskins is walked and will advance to first base. We have Reese Hoskins on first base. We got Jeans going on second base. And we have Marlon Sosa on third base. The Phillies have saved themselves. Pitching change for the Mets. Still alive. Thank you. Ooh, we saved ourselves. Ooh, we saved ourselves right there. First thing in the base, let's see what you couldn't get us out of this one. Couldn't get us out of this one. And we're gonna be the savior now. Alright, so we got resources on first base. We got Ivana Sosa on second base and James on third base. Woo! What can we do with this? Got a base low situation for the second time in this game. What can you do with this? Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Alec Bowl coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got the bases loaded for the Phillies. 2 outs. Top 9, here we go. So we got Joe is done pitching for the night, and we got Adam Agogo coming to pitch for the Mets. So Adam Agogo got a pitch for the Phillies, right for Rodney catches good. That's strike 1 is on 1. And then Agogo, Agogo got a pitch for the Phillies, right for Rodney catches good. That's a ball, that's a 1-1. And then Agogo got another pitch for the Phillies, get ready for him. Swing and a miss, that's strike 2, that's a 1-2. Just strike out, please. And we don't get a little bit to the way to get ready for him. And that's right there, that's for the game. Phillies lose. 6-0 shutout. The rest of game 2 and game 3 for the Phillies. We're just gonna do nothing on this. We couldn't capitalize. Get with our tails, hang high, and get out of here on this one. So the Phillies advanced to 63 and 51 this season. And the Mets advanced to 75 and 40 on the season. So the Phillies get their 51st loss, and the Mets get their 75 win. And yeah, the Phillies can do nothing in this one. We gotta shut out. Yeah, 6-9. So yeah, not a good day for the Phillies. Not a good day for the Phillies. It was not a good day for us. Literally, it was not a good day for the Phillies at all. It was not a good day for us anyway. So yeah. Yeah, so we done this, so yeah, the Masteryhi Games for us, so yeah. And so y'all just want to see y'all, shout out to whoever supposed to talk with Jay come to stream, shout out to Lenny come to stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We got a new 3-game series. Y'all be taking on the Cincinnati Reds tomorrow, guys. So we just going to go with the Phillies at the Cincinnati Reds and Cincinnati Ohio for game number 1 of the 3-game series tomorrow at 6:40 on my YouTube channel. So yeah, let's hope the Phillies can win in Cincinnati, Ohio. And also that's the team and that's Nick Castellanos' former team. So let's see how we do over there. And then let's see what we do over there. And yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night for my next Phillies Live favorite break. Good night, everybody.